So particularly in the United States, we've got this misdefinition of fiduciary duty that has sort of taken root in this country. And it's not just that it needs to be that we need to get rid. It's not that we need to get rid of the idea of fiduciary duty. The idea of fiduciary duty is that people managing other people's money have a duty to take put their interests first. It's a very simple idea, and it's one that I imagine all of us would support. So at that level, fiduciary duty is important and a wonderful concept. But when it is interpreted to say, by put their interests first, we mean increase the short-term returns that they receive at the expense of everything else, including a livable planet for their children. Are we really putting their interests first? So the first sort of adjustment to that, which has actually already been adopted by the CFA Institute, is what, single materiality, this idea that we should take into account, for example, the effects of climate change on the financial performance of something that we're investing in. And even that is controversial in the United States at the moment, which is mind-blowing. I would describe that as good traditional investing. What good traditional investor would not take into account every possible factor that might affect their investment value over time? But then the next step out in the circle is double materiality, where we're worrying about climate change, even if it might not affect the short or medium term financial performance of the entity in which we're investing, because we actually can only spend the money we make if the planet is alive, if we have, a biodiversity of species that support our living, if there is, if the wealth inequality is not so vast that those who are on the increasing number of people on the losing end of that equation are not at your gates with a pitchfork. Like, these things are not altruistic intentions only. They are also in our very deep self-interest, which is what motivates traditional investors. So you got me going, but that fiduciary duty would be just one good place to start.